This is Mix, and you're watching Mix TV, and today we're with the BKB British and World Champion James Connelly. James, thank you for having us.
Nice to be here.
Obviously, as we're aware, James, it's fight week for you. How are you feeling to start with?
Yeah, feel good, feel great. It's been this camp's been 8 weeks this time, whereas my last camp ended up being 5 months. So I've learned a big lesson from my last fight, whereas how long these camps should be, you know. So 8 weeks from start to finish, and I'm peaking now. So I'm at the right stage I need to be really at this time.
So you're fighting at the Ice Stone this time, aren't you? In Bristol. You're fighting in Bristol, aren't you?
Yes, Bristol Ice Rink this time. Yes.
How do you feel about your opponent, Martin Ruffle?
Tough opponent. Deserves everything he's had in the sport, where he is, being in these big fights and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for most fighters. You know what I mean? Understand? You know what I mean? So he's one of my sort of fighters. Him.
Of course. In terms of camp and stuff, without telling us too much, because obviously you can't. How have you found this camp in contrast to other camps you've had so far, James?
Well, I'll just compare it to my last camp, where my last camp ended up being the fight getting cancelled when I was in Albuquerque after 11 weeks. Yeah. I had to come back and do another 8 weeks. Well, this one I just thought, do you know what? From start to finish, it's going to be 8 weeks. You know, I'm the sort of person that I struggle slowing down. You know, so when I'm on it. You know, so that's what I really learned, is basically how long my camp should be, and you know, getting myself into the frame of mind. So the last fight, I got a bit sick of the sport, sick of the punch in the bag, sick of my kit, gym bag, and all that sort of stuff. Whereas now I'm buzzing again, I got the excitement back.
Of course. About Albuquerque, so what happened there exactly for people that don't know with that camp?
Well, the commissioner over in Albuquerque would allow 5 3-minute rounds,
right? And
then Nelson, being the world champion, wouldn't allow it to be 5 3-minute rounds. To fight for the world title, it has to be 6 3-minute rounds.
Of course.
So he wouldn't. Basically, he was getting the same money, but for one less round. You know, technically he had the right to do what he did, and you know, he has the right. He was a champion. But yeah, that was more it, man. Albuquerque would allow 5 3-minute rounds, whereas he wouldn't do the 5 3s. He wanted the 6 3s.
So at McCracken's gym, you didn't start your career here, but obviously you've built it since with Spencer McCracken Jr. Yeah. Could you tell us about the relationship, and in terms of how you guys get on with your training, and obviously the contrast stuff, like how you built your career together with him? Yeah,
I met Spencer when he needed a gym for his fighters while he was looking for his own gym, which we're in now. So we built the relationship from there, you know. Like, I never had no intention of him being a trainer or anything like that, you know. Just at the time I was a bit lost when it comes to the fighting and stuff like that. I was coming off 2 losses, you know. I was a bit disillusioned with it all, you know what I mean. I never had no team set in place, and you know, it was like you know, things happen for a reason, you know. And he's come to my gym, and look, this is my 6th fights with him now. We've won the world title, we've won the British title, we've been to America. You know, a lot has come from the relationship, you know, and it's all work to me, you know. We don't go out partying. It's not about that. It will never be about that, you know. And you know, if he tells me to do something, I do it wrong, I say sorry, you know, and stuff like this, you know. So the respect is there, and the relationship we have is where our fighter and coach should be, you know. No cross wires.
No, of course. And obviously you live in the dream, as most fighters would say, because you fought in America as well. Yeah. What's that experience like for you the first time you went to America, James, as well?
Oh, crazy, to be honest with you. When the first time I went to America, doing my visa was the thing. I didn't think I was allowed in there, and, you know, I won't say it on camera and that, but yeah, I mean, I ended up getting the visa and stuff like that. So they give me a 4-year visa, and I've been 4 times now. I've actually fought in America twice. I've been 4 times, so it was something I never thought I'd be able to get into America. Never mind fight over there and get all this. And to be honest with you, my career's gone like a train. I'm on my 14th fight now, and it's gone like a train, where one day I'm going to sit back and look at what I've actually done, you know what I mean? And I've fought in New Orleans, I've fought in Miami, I've been to Albuquerque, I've been to Jacksonville. So all these things are still just, I'm still on autopilot from it all, you know. And I just think if I look back, I'm going to end up crashing, you know. So I'm just staying on the train, if you know what I mean.
You mentioned that you 14 fights in. Out of them 14 fights, which one would you say was the most testing for you in your career?
The Nelson, got to be the last Nelson fight, you know. Coming from being in the Trigon, the 3-minute rounds, the 6 3-minute rounds. You know, no other bare knuckle company in the world does 3-minute rounds, you know. And no disrespect, I've done the 2-minute rounds, I've done 7 2s, I've done 5 2s, and I've done 5 3s, and now I've done 6 3s. So 100% that fight, you know, it's the smallest fighting combat service in professional sports, and it's a 3-minute round, so there's nowhere to hide in there, really. So if you're looking to test yourself upon bare knuckle, it's got to be the Trigon.
No, of course, definitely. Obviously, noted as well with the Nelson fight, it'd be contrast to like a modern day Rocky fight, that would, in terms of how you both were going backwards and forth, like gruesome rounds where you weren't stopping as well, James.
Yeah, do you know what, to be honest with you, I don't see it as that, because I'm the one in there fighting, you know. I'm just trying to survive and try and get my own shots off and stuff like that. But I've had a good, people have had a good word to say about my fights, you know what I mean, and And I'm always going to be like, you know what I mean, we ain't going to lay down, you know what I mean, like coming from my family name and coming from fighting for the McCracken and stuff like that, we ain't just going to be getting it and going down, and we ain't going to be losing on fitness and losing on lack of. You know what I mean? So that's it really. Like the will to win's in me, you know, and it's brought me a long way. You know.
No, of course, and obviously noted as well. BKB's in general is getting big recognition,
yes,
internationally and obviously just in the UK as well.
Yeah.
You're one of the main people that's outbuilt it. How do you see yourself moving forward with BKB getting such huge recognition that it has now, James?
Well, do you know what I do? People call me legends and you know, a veteran of the sport and stuff. And I'm thinking, you know, like, you know, I never thought I'd get to 14 fights. I didn't think I was get to 10. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them sports, you know, like it is made for me. Like, I don't mind doing it, whereas other people are petrified about doing it. As far as carrying on the sport, like, I'm going to go into I'm not going to stop until the wheels fall off, you know what I mean? So I'm going to keep on going. You know, I'm on 14th next. I might get to 20. You know, and then because of my name in BKB and what I've done and what I've brought to the sport, I can always bring other fighters along. You know what I mean? I've got my own gym in Birmingham where I can start bringing people along now. You know, and I can get their foot in the door and that if I think they're worthy enough. And I'm a good judge on who should be worthy, who can be a bare knuckle fighter or not. You know, this is the experience I took from it. So yeah, that'll be my next route with it. You know, and I've got a good name in it, a very respected name in the BKB. Whereas you know, my words or my knowledge will be respected. You know.
No, without a doubt, mate, you are a legend and you've cemented your own legacy within it, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Obviously, in terms of dream matches coming up now, James, after you get this one out the way, who would you want to ideally fight?
You know what, I've been a world champion. I know what it's feel like to be a world champion. I know what it's like feel like to be a British title. I've literally completed the game. You know, people say, what's it like, you want to win the world title? I said, I know the feeling, you know. I'm all about big fights and money, you know. Yeah, like let's say it right, I've done all the credentials now. And if anything, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm getting better with the sport. Like I mean, I'm a late bloomer. I am. Just in life, I am. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm 39 years of age now. Like, you expect me to be chilling out now. 29, I was messing around in life, and 25, I was in prison. You know, so I think because I've done the late bloomer to this, I'm more experienced in it now.
Fair play, James. James, I wish you the best luck on Saturday, and thank you very much for your time.
Big respect, Nick. Thank you very much, mate.
Pleasure, mate.
Thank you.